Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legion Reacts episode number 75. All right, that was a corny joke. I'm sorry. Um, you know what? Ever since I started doing this Eurovision stuff, it is extremely intoxicating. The community is actually very passionate, and I'm okay with that. I like that. I like stuff like this. I'm extremely fascinated with the song competitions, and Eurovision is definitely something that has kind of captured my attention from the movie. Now, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for my reaction video for Husavik becoming at this point, the second biggest video I have ever done. It is hard charging towards number one, and if it overtakes number one, I gotta be honest, I would be real happy with that. Because I do highly enjoy it. Two, there's been a lot of conversation. I've talked to a lot of you, and I appreciate all of your guys' input. This video is not about whether or not Rachel McAdams actually sang and they blended her voice together with Molly. I'm not going to say her... Okay, apparently just going to be a beep on the video, and I don't know where it came from. So that is not about that. That's not what we're here to discuss. And I think we've kind of beat that. That tree. It was confirmed, and I did the video of, and its title was Yes, She Really Sang. They really blended their voices and all that stuff. It's just the way it is. The director confirmed it. Rachel confirmed it. They made the movie. Rachel was involved in every aspect of the movie. She was involved with vocals. She was involved with the performance, with shooting, the director from day one. So we're going to move past that, and we're not going to focus on that. That's not what we're doing here. This is more about the fact that people don't think that they actually shot scenes at the real Eurovision Song Contest in 2019 in Tel Aviv. They did. I don't know the speculation to the amount of what they shot. Unless you actually filmed it, I don't think anybody really knows. And I did catch somebody who said they were at the actual presentation. So Rachel confirmed in an interview she actually shot the scene for Husavik more than once, multiple times more than once. She said she started losing her voice because she was doing it so much. Because not that she was actually singing she was actually singing during the performance, but because they had already pre-recorded her and Molly's voice together, mixed them, and took it to Eurovision 2019, where the real life audience reacted to that. The director confirmed this. It's an hour-long interview. I'm not going to go into that, guys. Sorry, I'm just not. It's absurd. It's ludicrous. Just put, Eurovision Song Contest director interview. You can find it on YouTube. That's how I found it. But it's an hour long. And he confirmed, they had literally a month and a half to prepare to get to write all these songs, to get all the soundboards ready and to get all the lighting effects and all the stage effects ready for said songs so they could go to the real Eurovision Song Contest and actually play it for the real life audience. That being said, we're going to go into the very first part of what I got. Here we go. The Times of Israel. I mean, come on now. If this is where Eurovision parody movie used Tel Aviv stage for authentic feel. Cast of Fire Saga was flown in to use the set when annual singing contest was hosted by Israel in 2019. Lead actor Will Ferrell says he long wanted to make the film since about 1998 from the interview that I saw with him. A Netflix movie parody of the over the top kishy and wildly popular. Yeah, I don't understand that. Sorry, guys. Eurovision Song Contest was partly filmed in Israel. Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga is a tale of an ice blah, blah, blah. That's fine. We're just going to skip down. The entire leading cast that would be Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams of the movie was flown to Israel last year to film a scene on the real Eurovision stage in Tel Aviv. On the real Eurovision stage in Tel Aviv. Look, this is not to clown nobody. This is not to throw shade at anybody that I've talked to. Y'all have wanted evidence, like on, I'm former U.S. Army military police. I have like literally investigated this, like I said earlier, until my eyeballs are gonna fall out. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I have watched that performance in the movie to try to pair things up. I think that performance is going to be forever burned into my brain, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing because at least it's good. So anyway, yes, the entire cast of the movie was flown to Israel last year to film a scene of the real Eurovision stage in Tel Aviv, where the event was hosted. Israel's I don't want to butcher that name. I'm not going to butcher the name. Along with other past Eurovision winners, has a cameo role in the film and is seen attending a party. Obviously, we all know about that. So that's the one article. So we're going to jump to this next one here. These are multiple articles, and there's multiple videos in this. We're already at 7 minutes, so... Will Ferrell, Rachel McAdams filming Eurovision movie in Tel Aviv. Stars spotted on the sidelines of Expo Tel Aviv. The Expo Tel Aviv, Will said in an interview, the past video I made about Yes, She Really Sang, I included some of this in it. Will said, I foolishly thought that we could actually rent an arena and hire 9,000 extras to shoot. He's like, you can't do that for 2 weeks. He's like so... The Expo Tel Aviv, the venue number 2, the audience seating for a 360-degree stage is 9,628. I looked it up. It's Expo Tel Aviv. That's the whole entire venue. Then they have venue 1 and 2. 1 only holds 6,000 people. 2 holds 9,000. All right, moving on. Oh, I'm so tired of doing this, but you know what, y'all watch the videos so hey, bring it on. The 2019 Eurovision in Tel Aviv is undeniably star-studded, but on the sidelines of the show are 2 world-famous celebrities, Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell. The duo are in town to shoot an upcoming Netflix film about, you guessed it, the Eurovision. Ferrell is the brains behind the movie titled Eurovision and is being directed by David Dobkin, Wedding Crashers, and you'll see... go away. Obviously, this was the presenter, from what I understand, for Eurovision 2019. That would be Rachel, with her long, secret hair. Yes, that's wrong. Secret hair. I don't... Okay, so, here we go. All week long, the calendar on the official Eurovision application for delegations and press has marked off filming times devoted to Netflix. I'm literally... That means that they kept open filming slots for the movie. All week long, the calendar on the official Eurovision application for delegations and press has marked off filming times devoted to Netflix. Other than that, both the European Broadcasting Union and Netflix have been mum on details of the filming and its shooting schedule. Of course, because they're super there's this like super controversy about this, like going, holy criminy. All right, now with that being said, that's different video. Don't worry, that's John Cena. So it's like, all right. With that being said, on my actual reaction to Husavik, I got what could be possibly some insider information. I could not, unfortunately, confirm this, but like going, they kind of came in like the Dark Knight. The explosion went off and they ghosted like the Dark Knight. You know, it's like Batman flying in and flying out, like saving the day, and then like going, you're like, oh, where'd he go? I have redacted their information because I told them I would. Like going, I hope that they would reach out to me by email so we could talk further because I had further questions. They didn't really tell me a whole lot that I didn't already know. Through my research, after the fact, after the first video, I made the reaction to the second video of the evidence. So they shot what are called plate shots at Eurovision 2019. Plate shots are background shots, i.e. the audience, that may or may not include the actors. Well, Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell were at Eurovision 2019 in Tel Aviv. We already just saw the one photo. There's more. So, this individual commented and then deleted it. So, Redacted replied to your reply on Redacted's comment because I'm not going to, release their information either. Legion Reacts episode number 69, Husavik, My Hometown, Eurovision 7/31 of 2020. Legion Games, the crowd from the real audience was put in, but the actual scene was done on a set in front of extras. And then the real audience green screened in afterwards. Like going, yes, I understand that. Like going, that is something that has not been lost to me because I have seen that video. And but the thing is, though, is that I have questions because unfortunately, the next one. Redacted replied to your comments. Legion Games 2076. I don't mean to sound like I'm being annoying or a know-it-all, but I can see how much you enjoy it like I do, which I really do. And I don't want people to get misconceptions of how it was done. I was lucky enough to be a part of it when it was filmed and is something that will stay with me forever. Now, I'm not discrediting this person. I'm not, because like when obviously extras were used on because they recreated the stage on a soundstage in on a soundstage in London. They did recreate that set, like going, so it's one of those things that it was done, and there is a video of this, and I have this video, and you can actually see what the actual soundstage looks like that they filmed it on. However, Rachel McAdams said that she filmed this one scene more than once, well more than once, during filming. So, okay, this is what I said in response to those first two messages. No, absolutely. I'm so glad you commented. I have additional information I found. Would you mind emailing me so I can confirm it with you? News articles and everything being how it is, because news articles have been all over the place. Like going, there have been ones that have said in favor of Molly, who have said that Rachel didn't really sing at all. There have been ones in favor, I wouldn't even say in favor of Rachel, like one that said that Rachel did sing. However, she got help from Molly. Like going, those have been the most balanced, but none have actually weighed in Rachel's favor, if you want my honest opinion. I have seen the ones though, like going that lean heavily, like on Molly's the real voice behind it. That's not true. If you look at IMDb under Eurovision on IMDb, you go to soundtrack and you go to the listings of performed by. Rachel's name, Will Ferrell, Rachel McAdams, and Molly are all listed for pretty much for almost every track, minus like one. It's like one, and it's not Husavik, by the way. It's the sing along. I don't know what part the sing along was, but that's what it is. It's not Husavik, which is what everybody's claiming. So go to IMDb, type in Eurovision IMDb, go to soundtrack, click on it, scroll down to Husavik, My Hometown. Rachel's listed as performing it. Secondly, I put Legion Games 2076 at gmail.com. I was hoping they would email me. They replied back. Right, I didn't redact this part. Dang it. So whatever. How did I miss that, doofus? That person had nothing to do with it, so don't contact them. They don't know. I was commenting on their post, and this person commented to me under their post, so they have nothing to do with it. Like, ugh. That close. That close. Come on, man. I got to do better. I didn't out the real person because it literally says replied to your reply on so-and-so's comment. And I'm sure some of you all back up to like verify that. It says Legion Games 2076. I just wanted to let you know about that one scene, smiley face, as there seems to be a lot of confusion about it. There is massive confusion about it. Huge confusion about it. It's a pain in the behind. It's such a pain in the behind. So, with that being said, I did actually find an additional video from Eurovision 2019 to, we're at 16 minutes. Okay, so we're under the other one. 2019, where we're talking to the stage camera guy, like going. This is the actual Eurovision Song Contest.
I'm Johan. I'm the stage marker. Yeah, I work with this little thing we have behind me. I'm making sure there's lines and dots and boxes, and you know, everybody knows exactly where to go with all the props for the changeovers, which is pretty quick. A quick happening, usually like.
Everybody recognize the ramps. Everybody recognize the stage. Like when everybody recognize how realistic it really is.
One thing is coming off and another is coming on. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Making sure they know where to go.
I'm going to lower the volume because
so we have this floor, which is an LED floor.
Does everybody recognize that stage? Does it? I'll literally like go on. I mean, I'll just for 5 seconds, like I'll remove my camera. Look, does everybody recognize this arena? Does everybody recognize the ginormousness of this? The press boxes over here that were lit during the performance. Do you recognize how like on Rachel stood just probably about 5 feet there, like going at the very end of the performance, while watching the whole entire audience react to a person legitimately standing in this spot, and they did a standing ovation. Oh, we're gonna go over the final performance. Like, cause I guys, I'm tired of the speculation. Like, going, look. I'm not saying that my theory is 100% right. There's always a margin of error. But you know what? I have reasonable... If you want to put this in... You could get convicted for, like, murder terms. I have probable cause to believe that this really happened. There was a reason Will and Rachel were really there. That is the real arena. That's the real stage. That's the real press box setup. I mean, it's... I don't know what you guys want. I don't. So I got off on a tangent. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Like, we're gonna keep going.
So
no tangents.
A lot of graphics on it when the show is happening, but in between we put a lot of stuff on there, props.
And like I said, the director confirmed they took all the music, they took all the lighting cues, all the visuals for every single song, and they had to cram that together. While Rachel was doing singing lessons when they pre-recorded the songs before they went there. They had probably about in the neighborhood of like a month and a half, maybe 2 months max, and they had to rush there with a filming crew. Rachel and Will met them at this actual place. And I have photos, more than one photo. I already showed you one photo of Rachel there.
Spinning risers, could be anything. And yeah, during rehearsals we move around stuff and we make sure that this looks best in all camera angles and, you know, on stage. So I'm trying to be there and just make sure everything is coming back on the right spot every time, over and over again. A little hint on how things are gonna look just before we started the big rehearsals.
Like they have
I
all the
had
cameras in place to capture
idea
every
how it's gonna
angle
look
of the final
but
performance.
then, so that's when I start, and then we
And the final performance is the only one that has that much audience engagement. Like going, they were there for 3 days filming, which means that they probably filmed for a full 3 days. And there's only one performance in the whole entire movie that has that much audience engagement to where you see from all angles, from up high, from down low, from this side, spinning around. Like, the press box is lit up. Then the press box is not lit up, which tells you that they filmed on 2 separate nights.
draw it up as we go. Everything is changing all the time until the last minute, I guess. This is where I build my stuff. I move around some chairs in this case and a table. I try to do most of it here, but sometimes I also use my little tablet and do it on stage if I have to do something that
Do you see how easy it was? How literally how easy it was for them to like focus in
on stage if I have to do something that is
to zoom that camera in on her from behind to see that side of the angle of the audience.
And this is, it looks crazy from above, but this is fixtures that are going out on all these little dots. They all have a number that corresponds with a channel for a dimmer, stuff like that is coming in the middle. And then there's you
see the performances from all these different angles. You see the performances from all these different angles in the movie for the final performance. Not the other performance, just Husavik. It's the only one that you encompass all these different angles and you see Rachel on the stage from like every which way from the globe. Like the 360 degree shots of one performance, that is incredibly hard to duplicate. I'm sorry, on a green screen, unless you actually worked on the movie and like going, you actually be willing to talk to me anonymously, like going and provide evidence, like going, I'll keep your name anonymous. And I hope anybody who's watching this would be able to do, would be willing to do so.
People like trying to get all these,
but they have all the cameras in place to capture that final performance with Rachel and Will only because it's the only one where the lead actors were there.
For them, so they know where to start.
See, look, they're zooming in. I mean,
I have a camera from the
criminy,
so
come
I
on.
can see what's going on, and then I hear the countdown. You hear when you have about 10 seconds left, and then you see it should be done by, 2 seconds before about, and then I cut my video out, and then they take over at front of house and start showing effects or whatever it can be. Maybe just a black floor, whatever.
Look how easy it is for them to pan around and show the whole entire audience. It's effortless.
The way I got in is through my dad used to tour when I was a kid, and that's what brought me into this business. But then I think I'm here thanks to being a backline and technician, backline guy, because I think it's the way you think about stage and marking and moving things up and down. I think it's very similar. I think it's a cool environment here because there's a lot of fun people, a lot of friends, that I've known for a long time, and I think that's really the fun part of the work. There's a lot of downtime.
I mean, he's literally just making my points for me, like going by showing different angles of this audience and stage.
And it's good if you have a good relationship with your work friends, and I think that's the cool thing, that everybody knows how to work, when to work, and be chill when it's time to be chill.
I don't know if those were actual people on top of those poles, but I wouldn't want to do that. Sorry. I don't like heights. Nope, you wouldn't get me up there. Oh, it's over. Thank you for that. Literally.
Do most of it here.
Literally. This is what I'm talking about. They're literally viewing the whole entire audience from the back of the stage and enveloping around just like in the movie. It's not hard for them. Literally, they are set up this whole entire thing to do the whole spin around of Will over here and do the whole spin around, which they do on Rachel more than once. That is the whole entire audience. Those are the press boxes, like going, that's the whole entire audience setup. So I mean that's one, like going, I'm not gonna harp on that too much anymore. Like going, so we're gonna switch over to exclusive behind the scenes, because who doesn't love behind the scenes? Man, this is gonna be another long video like that, the last one too. Please watch the whole thing. Put a lot of effort into this. This is the official behind the scenes from Eurovision. Why you throwing stuff, bro?
Hey man, I'm in here. What the I know.
We're gonna skip a little bit, guys.
Stand up, and during the chorus,
Yeah, ding dong.
do him like.
Ago, but everybody.
We said 40.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Like going, so yes, there are extras used. Like going, I do understand that. I'm not negating that fact. I've never negated that fact. Like going, I got a little starstruck in the beginning because I found out they actually were there. Like going, and I started reading all about it, and I slightly jumped the gun. But it seems to be the only the one performance. See, extras.
Good energy. Keep the energy the same. And I liked at the end you guys were smiling. I liked it when we were coming down. You were interacting with the audience. It's good. What's so crazy to me is that somebody did this and won. They won. I mean, that's like in Eurovision. Yeah, Lordy. This is our homage, man.
Stop it.
There's Pierce, yeah. You have to hold her train. It's was it a wedding? Oh, goodness. Now, I'm not a fool to think that they like would have crashed a hamster wheel into the actual audience. That's just insane. Like going, that's insane. Like I said, the one performance is the one that is filmed the most with the audience. Like going, and you can tell it's filmed on multiple nights, as if they did it more than once. I'll show that from the actual. Double trouble, double. See how they're doing the spin around? Like going with the actual audience, they're doing the spin around. Now, I'm not saying the front row right here is actual, like going, that's probably like going, but like they're I'm not saying this whole entire thing is literally filmed in the same light either. Like going, oh, they did it in one take and it was so phenomenal. That's just stupid. They did this more than once, but to have the real Eurovision audience there, to have the actors there, it would be almost insane to not have the director say, hey man, like going, I'd like y'all to get up there and like do what we're gonna do, because they made the soundboards for it. The soundboards, yeah, I think it's soundboards. They made the soundboards for it, so they knew where they wanted them to stand and all that stuff. Oh, I have to look at those photos too. Come on, where's that? Back up! Like, See, that's the director on the actual stage of the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm not crazy. Woohoo! Dang it. Go back just a smidgen. Okay. This is part of my deal right here. Like going, you don't really see a whole lot of green screen in the background. Like going, you don't see there's a shot in the movie that is taken literally from far up in the risers, and you see them on the stage. That's gonna be a harder shot to film because the lighting cues have to be on point. The lighting and the atmosphere has to be on point and exactly the same if you're going to recreate it on a soundstage in London. Now, I'm not, like I said, they admitted they did this performance specifically more than once because Rachel practically started losing her voice because she sang it so many times with the actual track, so it didn't look like she was lip syncing. She sang for the actual track, they merged it together. Then she had to sing on top of that for the actual performances, so it didn't look like she was lip syncing. That's like the tip of the stage. Where's the I mean, that's not a lot of extras, dudes. That's not a lot of extras. Do you see the second ring? Like the outer ring? Do y'all see the outer ring of the stage in this set of extras? I don't. I mean, unless I'm missing something, because technically, if the point of the stage is over here, there should be an outer ring of the outer ring of the stage right in here. It's not there. It's not there. So where is it? Because if you watch the actual performance, it's in the actual performance. Oh no! Did I not do the Facebook thing? Okay, hold on. The Facebook thing, Twitter thing. Rachel McAdams. Can't type right now. Eurovision 2019. Please don't show any inappropriate pictures. Like, I doubt it will, but like, going, dude, no, my luck. Like, they'll be like, going, and flagged. Like, what? I didn't do it. Okay, that's not. Only part of this is Eurovision. Oh, gosh darn it. Come on now, help a brother out. Where's the ones from Twitter? Oh, the clock's running, and that's really. What if I try Twitter? Dude, do I need to go to my game? Do I need to go to my gaming Twitter? Oh, you're so not helping. It's really not helping. Okay, so let's try this. You guys are jerks. I hate Twitter. Oh, we're going to beat the record for my old video. No! Look out! Okay, the exclusive behind the scenes can go away now. We're done. Dudes, I'm not doing it right now. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, it's going to take too long. Like, this is already. I'm gonna start playing this and like. I'm gonna find it on my phone while you guys are watching this. Like going seriously, just watch the way it.
All by myself, with this great big world before me, but it's all for someone else. I've tried and tried again to let you know just where my heart is, to tell the truth and not pretend. All I needed was to get away, just to realize that I was meant to stay. Where the mountains sing through the screams of seagulls, where the whales can't live 'cause they're gentle people in my hometown, my hometown. Thought I made it clear, do I have to say it? It was always there, we just didn't see it. All I need is you and me in my home.
Singing Icelandic.
Hus og vik, hvert skjelverna i heim. My baby.
This is the one. This is the shot I'm talking about right here.
All the neon lights and billboards, to be seen and to be heard.
I mean, do y'all see it? The lit up press boxes, the actual crowd shooting downwards towards the stage, and with the lighting effects, you can see the lighting effects actually radiating off and encompassing her. This lighting effect shines. I mean, unless they tried to literally cut it off right here. I mean, literally right here. But then again, there's more to it than that. I showed you the size of the audience, and I'm literally going to send the photos right now. Yeah, just send them. I don't know why I found them faster on my phone than I did anything else. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you on that one. And here we go. Boom! Look. Boy, that audience looks super familiar. Super familiar. The lighting. That would be Rachel. She's got long hair. She appears. I don't know who this guy is, like going, but obviously he's got a pass around his neck like her. Maybe a producer. This one right here. This is the director. That's the director, David Dobkin. That's Rachel. They're standing on the floor. It looks like that they're discussing, because they're on the floor, so they're like right in front of the stage. Now maybe shift it off to the side somewhere, but they're on the stage. They're right in front of the stage, and it looks like they're discussing stuff, like on how they might film the scene. All right, I digress. We're going back. Okay, so. This to me complicates things because, like, you can see the backdrop, you can see the lighting effect on her, you can see the lighting effect radiating off into the audience. Is it possible? Absolutely. I won't deny that.
And I followed you, but now I know what makes me happy.
You can still see the lighting effects on the people, like going. Now that's something that you can still maybe cut it off right at that line where it's slightly darker / lighter.
And I can tell you feel it too. Where the mountains.
This part is where it gets tricky, because I showed you how big the the extra audience was for this performance. And I told you they shot it, they shot it more than once, right? When the camera pulls away, that audience sitting on the floor is bigger. Watch.
Through the screams of seagulls, where the world
Oh, also somebody's filming that, like going, if you're an extra on a movie set, I have a feeling you're probably not allowed to have your phone in case you leak stuff. Maybe at a live audience, they're probably not going to steal your phone. Just conjecture on that one. It's not evidence. It's just conjecture I'm throwing out there.
can't live 'cause they're just
And we're already past. We're already past where I said, remember, they were on the stage and all you saw was this section of the audience. You really didn't see the encompassing ring. It didn't look big enough to have the encompassing ring when they were showing the shooting of Will sitting at the piano in his little fisherman suit, which means they had to pull out the actual audience.
my hometown.
Another thing. Look, this is where the press boxes are. They're not lit. They're lit in other shots, but they're not lit in this shot.
My hometown, where the northern lights burst out in colors, and the magic night surprised all others, and eina sem ég þrái að vera með þér.
That was a good one right there. See the press boxes? They're lit up on this one. That means that they shot this on multiple nights. Look, I could be completely off base. That's fine. I could be completely off base with this, but from the evidence that has been presented, it just doesn't add up. I have more of a case for this than most people have a case for that. I'd give myself probably a 78, maybe 8 to 82% ratio of success, and that small of a margin of error. And I prove that they have all the technology on stage. I prove that they have all the technology on stage to do the whole spinning around everybody, that doesn't look edited. This part doesn't look edited. It looks like the lighting from this audience matches with the lighting of that audience. Now, like I said, I'm not saying they filmed the whole entire thing, one shot, got it done. They're all right, good show, people. They did it more than once. They did it multiple times, but the lighting on this effect. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I filmed several videos tonight, and I'm tired. How much I appreciate you guys. It's late and I'm still up. Also on the effect that that she's singing. Do you see how the ligaments in her are stressing? There's actually pressure there. It's because she's actually expelling that, i.e. singing. Now she admitted she couldn't hit that note, but maybe by the end of it, by the time she actually did the actual performances, maybe she had taken vocal lessons long enough. I don't know, I doubt it, because she admitted openly, she's I can't hit that note. She's that's a struggle for me. But look how far back we are in the audience. Literally, I'll give you that. The extras could have possibly encompassed about this far past that outer ring. Of course, that one shot that I saw, you couldn't see the outer ring. Doesn't mean it maybe isn't there, but it lends strong credence to it. But look at all the lighting and how it interjects and shoots out. It literally encompasses. You can see the reflection of the lighting right there. And it radiates out. I don't know, dudes. I don't know. At this point, without actually analyze it and breaking the light pattern down, which I don't have the technology to do. We're at 45 minutes, so we're done. It's an actual sound booth. Oh, look. You can still see the lighting dispersing, projecting on her, on the audience, like going. They were there filming for 3 days. She was there. They were both there. They were both spotted. The director was spotted there, like going. They shot the plate shots there, which means with the actors or without the actors can be shot. The two lead actors were there. They said the two lead actors were there and they were shooting scenes. What's the big grand finale that everybody... And now you're going to watch the audience give a standing ovation. Watch. Remember that shot I showed you earlier? Like going from the, Eurovision thing where he was showing the audience like going, and that girl was standing maybe about 5 feet back from here. And it looked exactly like that. Look, you do with it what you will. Like, I'm just, I'm so tired of filming this. Well, I'm sure there's going to be questions and more inquiries and stuff like that. Like, I appreciate all of you guys. You're definitely making me work for it, like trying to prove the fact of like all the research I've done. This is all the research I've done, and I continually do it. And this is new evidence that I haven't even presented, even in the last video. Like so some of the photos, yeah. Like but no, there was very different evidence that she sang, and I showed that evidence in that video. Dabbled with some of this, but it was different evidence, of, minus some of the Twitter photos, like because I showed the 2 Twitter photos. I'm tired, guys. I appreciate y'all. Oh my goodness, this is a 47-minute video. You're probably not going to watch it this far, but if you have, you are a champion. I greatly appreciate you. Like, I appreciate all of you guys who are so passionate about Eurovision. Like that's what makes Eurovision so special. And quite frankly, this movie and all of you guys that I've talked to, like that's what makes me highly enjoy it. So give it a like, give it a comment. I want to know what you guys think. I hope you watched this far, because I'm like 13 minutes over the last one. Holy criminy, this is the longest video I've probably ever made. And hopefully it's the last one, trying to present the evidence. If you worked on the movie, if you were a part of the crew that filmed in Tel Aviv, if you're the director, if you're secretly Rachel McAdams, like and you're reach out to legiongames2076@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you, because I have not a million questions, but I have probably 100 questions that would help finally put to rest all of this. Seriously, because there is a mass misconception about all of this. Whether or not she sang, she did. Whether or not they filmed out at Eurovision 2019 in Tel Aviv, they did. All of this, though, trying to compare all of this and get the angles and all that stuff, and I've watched this performance probably for the 579th time, leads me to believe, since they filmed it more than once, you see that the green screen is not as big as it looks, and they're physically reacting, and they gave her a standing ovation, and they're focused in on one point. And you see that one point from an actual contestant earlier from about this vantage point. It looks exactly the same. To the letter. All right, I'm done. All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Oh my goodness. I'll definitely talk to you guys again real soon. And I'm going to bed because I'm tired, because holy criminy. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. Seriously, for watching the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Seriously. I'll see ya.